Alright, hey guys, hey, welcome back to another speed duel deck profile. Hey, today we're taking a look at one of my one of the new decks that came out of this GX. We're today playing Cloudian hand control. Cloudian, I think, are an insane deck in speed duel due to the amount of potential you can do with the deck and everything, and the skill existing is insanely bonkers. I think this is probably one of the best skills from this, one of my top 3 skills from the show. So fog going skill is that when you put a fog counter on a card, you get an additional fog counter. This is not once per turn, it is not once per duel, it's just whenever you do it. So that opens up, this just generates so much fog counters that it's crazy. So we're playing one of the many Cloudian variants I have been working on, theory crafting, deck building. This is the hand control build. The whole point is just to hand rip your opponent before they get to see any of your cards. So let's start off the deck draw as we play 3 Cloudian Cloud Atlas, that on summon you put a counter on them, and then with Fog One you get 2 counters. So you already have 2 counters, but the problem is you don't trigger. So his effect is that you remove 3 counters from anywhere on the field to hand rip to make your opponent discard a card. So there is a way for your opponent to discard their entire hand. It's very rare for you to open up that perfect hand, but you're playing a lot of cards that allows you to play to hand rip your opponent. Next we play 3 Storm Dragon, is that you banish a Cloudian monster to summon him, and then once per turn you can place a counter on a card, and then with Fog Warning you get 2 pretty much. So once per turn you place 2 counters on a card. So you're pretty much setting up your Atlas to hand loop. Next we play which one is this one again? This is boy, I don't know. I don't know these Cloudians names. They're all really weird. This is the monster pop, and this is the spell pop, right? So this is pretty much just in case if you go second, right? Right? If you right? Because this deck wants to go first because you want to see Atlas to hand loop and everything. Right, but this is just, these 2 are for much. On summon, place 1 counters on each of them, and then these, unlike Atlas, remove 2 counters to do their pop. So remove 2 counters to pop a monsters, 2 counters to pop a back row card. So that's pretty good. Next, 2 Eye of the Typhoons. It's pretty much bricky playing 2 Eye of the Typhoons. You don't want to be playing 2 Eye of the Typhoons, but I play 2 Eye of the Typhoons only because you want to see the counters to you want to see this card so that way you could get the counters on this, and I don't want to play 3 because that's too much. 3 of the best card of the deck, 3 Aerosol. So what this card does is that you target a monster, you discard a Cloudian, that monster gains counters equal to that monster's effect, and then you get 1 more because of Fog Point. So what you do is that, so the only for this deck to perfectly hand loop is you got to open up Atlas, Aerosol, Eye of the Typhoon, and Storm Dragon, right? So you summon Atlas, you get 2 counters. You do this. You discard Typhoon. He is now he'll get 8 counters plus 1 more, so he'll get 9. So he's now at 11 counters. And then you banish the Typhoon to summon Storm Dragon, making him 13 counters, and then that is enough to hand loop your opponent. So, but that is a very, very once in a lifetime chance for you to open up all 4 of these cards. So that's why we play a bunch of the level 4s instead. So if you do the level 4s, that gives you 7 counters, I believe. Right, so you summon Atlas, get 2. You pitch any of your level 4 Cloudians, get 5. So he'll be at 7. So that's at least 2 counters rip, and then if you have that'll give him at least 7 counters. And if you have Storm Dragon, you get up to 9. So you have so that way you have at least a potential up to 2 to 3 cards hand rip from Atlas, which is still pretty a lot if you think about it within speed duel. In fact, you're only starting up with 4 cards, right? So yeah, so that's how you play. That's how you hand loop your opponent if you open it. And then for the rest of the deck, it's just a good card. So for our limit 1 is Offering to the Doom. You don't care about your draw technically really that much because if you have Aerosol in your graveyard during the next turn, you can banish it and a Cloudian card to summon any Cloudian monster, including Eye of the Typhoon, so you just summon a 3k big beater. Next we play 3 Wall of Disruption as our limit 3. This is just to protect the Atlas, right? Or protect any of your other Cloudians. This is just a flex point. You can pretty much play wherever you want with this Cosmic Book of Moon. It's all up to you. I'd rather just play a wall. And then finally, to continue to hand rip this drop off, people forget this card's in the format. So during your opponent's draw phase, when they draw, you just discard their card, get rid of it. So there we go. So that is also a quote unquote another hand rip card. So that's how you can also make your opponent draw with less card. And then it also helps that if you just open up Atlas, and you don't open up discard or whatever, you can just use these to just control your opponent's hands. Like still make your opponent play with 4 less cards. So that's the reason why we play this card. right? I'm gonna discard this 20 card. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, this is a 20 card deck. So yeah, we try to streamline as much as possible for you to get your in order for you to hand control your opponent. So yeah, Atlas is a cool boy. And then always for the extra deck is always Awakening the Dragon target when we don't play Awakening the Dragon. 1 King, 1 Oz, 1 Megatron, 1 Jumbo Duravoid, Destiny and Dragoon, and Cyber. It's just whatever. It's just random cards, you know, right? You just make your opponent think you are playing an extra deck, and then make you think you're playing Awakening the Dragon when in games 2 and 3. All right. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Pretty much for the deck. I love the Fog Warning, so I think the Fog Warning skill is pretty dumb, and the fact that they probably did not playtest this skill enough, right? And I feel like this skill is extremely degenerate because of that. Alright, I have many Cloudian variants I want to get to and upload at some point in this channel. I'll get to them at some point. Like always, thanks for watching. If you want to see other deck profiles, comment down below or something, whatever. And I'll try to get to them at some point. Alright, thanks for watching like always. Kate, thanks, bye.